Video 70, Kring Point State Park.
Thousand Islands in New York.
Cut! No, Rickster, darling. We are shooting a travel vlog, not The Walking Dead. We need to show some enthusiasm. So let's do it again. Show a little bit more enthusiasm, okay? I know you got this, darling. Kring Point, take 2.
Well, ever since she's got this YouTube channel, she's become so impatient and bossy. Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Sharon.
And we are Cargo On.
Cargo Conversion Building Camp. We feature camper tours, interviews with builders, campground reviews, and we offer camping tips. If that's your cup of tea, then please subscribe.
Kring Point is only a few miles from Alexandria Bay.
Beautiful. That's right on the St. Lawrence River. I loved it there. To the south is Goose Bay, and to the north is the St. Lawrence River. There's about 100 campsites in this campground, and half of them are waterfront campsites. So we had a waterfront campsite, and I loved this campsite. Being right on the water with huge boulders. We were sitting out on the boulder, doing a little bit of fishing there. They also have docks. There's a lot of fishing, a lot of boating. Swimming beaches, right? One, I think you could take your dogs in.
Yeah, they had a special beach just for pets.
Mm-hmm. So people were swimming in there with their dogs. The other one was just for people. And they have, well, it's more than just a boat launch. It's like a little marina there. I was talking to one couple and I could see it was a rental boat. They had rented the boat for the week and went there. So if you're a boater or fisherman, that is great to go in there. I wouldn't mind doing that again if we ever went back. Take our kayak, or canoe.
Took the canoe, the outboard motor, the outriggers, and we drug it all the way up there with the hopes that we were going to use the canoe and actually go over to Boldt Castle. Unfortunately, it was windy the entire time that we were staying there, and there were some large waves and white caps on the river. I knew that it would be difficult for us to attempt to make it over to Boldt Castle. And
yeah, and I've been there, done that in that canoe. The canoe is extremely stable with the outriggers. By the way, I'll put a link to that video up here on how he built the outriggers. But one of our first camping trips was to Round Valley. By the time we got there, and you had to take your boat into the campsite, the wind had picked up, and the lake had turned into more like an ocean. The waves were so big, they were actually slamming the front of the canoe. I was soaked by the time we got to our campsite, so I prefer not to take that out in windy conditions. I have a respect for the water when it gets windy like that. There were a couple different bathhouses. So the main bathhouse that we used was great. It was family bathrooms, a single bathroom with a shower in it with a lock on your door. They were clean. That was great. However, there were other parts. I had walked down to one of the lakes and went in the bathrooms there, and they were extremely antiquated and not good at all. So I guess it depends on which one you use. They had a nice playground for the kids and everything. They even had a laundromat there. There's cabins here too. Cut! No. We are shooting a travel vlog, not The Walking Dead. We need to show some enthusiasm. Kring Point also had a big social gathering, rec house, whatever you want to call it. It was closed when we were there, but it looked like it was pretty big. So I really enjoyed it there. Again, no bugs, beautiful stars out there. Very, very nice campground. I would definitely go back. So we addressed all 4 campgrounds that we've been to. We went to Kettle Creek, Buttermilk, Selkirk Shores, and Kring Point. One was in Pennsylvania, that was Kettle Creek. All the rest of the 3 were in New York. One was in the Finger Lakes region, one was on Lake Ontario, and one was in the Thousand Islands. What was your favorite?
Well, except for the flies, I think my favorite was Kettle Creek. I liked the scenery and the placidness of it. I also like being out in the wild and remote areas, and out of everything, I mean, that's by far more remote than any other campgrounds that we...
It's the most remote place I've ever been in my life, because I haven't been out west. But of these campgrounds that we went to, I would definitely If you say, let's go to Kring Point, I'd be like, okay, when we going? And the same thing with Kettle Creek. I would definitely go back to those two. The only negative I could say about Kring Point was that our site was not level.
The area that I had to put the trailer on was the most unlevel campsite I think that we've used the trailer in. But our trailer is only a 6x12, and to give you an example, the site was probably close to a foot out of level front to back because it sloped downhill towards the water, and it was uneven enough even side to side in 6 feet that I had to set my levelers, my stabilizers up, and we actually had one tire up off the ground in order to level the trailer out.
So I did see one person that I wanted to tour. It was a brand new Airstream, and he didn't want to be toured. Other than that, I didn't see any cargoes or anything. Did have someone come up to us to get a tour, and so we get that. People are like, oh, it's cool. You know, can we see? You know, is that converted? Can we see it? So I'm in the camper getting dressed. So I'm half dressed, and Rick is outside, and he whips the door open.
And it was easy to see which half was dressed.
And he's like, someone wants a tour. I'm like, now? And thank God the guy was back a little bit, so I finished getting dressed, so we always have to be mindful of that. It's Friday morning. You may hear a generator running in the back a little bit. We're getting ready to go out on a boat to tour Boldt Castle, which should be pretty interesting. Here we are on the boat heading over to Boldt Castle. That's going to be a whole separate video because there's so much to see. Just click up here for our next video. So this video is about Boldt Castle, which is on Hart Island. Not only is this castle beautiful, this is a beautiful love story. That's a wrap, everyone. You know what to do if you like this video.
You all come back now, you hear?